Good morning, everybody. It's time for another delicious edition of Texas Oatmeal, and I've been gone for a very long time. I've been really busy. I've been painting, which is my little side gig, RC car bodies, and I've been painting so much lately that all of my free time is basically RC car bodies, RC car bodies, RC car bodies, RC car bodies, right? There's not that much up there today, but that's because I've done a ton of work this week before I head out to the LA Auto Show. And today, Sunday, right before football starts, I've got a little free time to finally work on the Vanderhall. So I've been neglecting this thing a little bit, and I really haven't done anything to it, so I haven't had anything to update. And about a month ago or so, I got in this little package right here. This guy right here. Not this. That's an install for a different day. But this guy right here. BNR, right? So the same people that made the tune. I know this package is upside down. Won't worry about that because I opened it from the bottom. But the same people that supplied me with the tune for the Vanderhall, that gave me quite a bit more speed. It sounds amazing. It shifts better. Well worth the money. Same guys make this bad boy right here. So without further ado, it's a box of bubble wrap. Okay, no, not really. It is the first piece in many other upgrades from BNR, I hope. This is a CATLESS downpipe. So she is smooth as a whistle through there. I don't know if you can tell, but there's nothing in there. So straight pipe. So we're gonna replace the one that's on the car that robs you of horsepower with this beautiful CATLESS downpipe. We're gonna do that today. But first, we're gonna get a cold start on the 2018 Vanderhall Venice so that you can see the difference between the regular downpipe that's on this bad boy, and you can hear the difference with a CATLESS downpipe. So in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so hopefully we didn't get the exhaust too hot so that we can change this out. I'm sure it came up to the temperature a little bit. We'll let it cool off just a touch, and yeah, then we'll switch this thing over. So we'll give you a little time lapse of that. I'm not gonna waste your time with all the details. It should be pretty straightforward. I really don't have any idea because I've never done this. I've done like headers on a Honda Civic or something, so probably similar-ish. I wish I already had the exhaust for it because I'd love to take the exhaust off. So it'd be nice if I was doing it all at the same time, but I don't have the exhaust yet. It's another upgrade that I need to do that costs mega money, and I got other things I got to pay for because I'm not some big YouTuber that can just throw money at a car and provide content for my channel. So that'll have to wait. But hopefully soon. I know BNR's got a Black Friday sale coming up, so maybe it's on sale and I can get that from them, so we'll see. But for now, we're going to throw the CATLESS downpipe on and get a little before and after clip.
2 hours later.
Okay, so forget the time lapse. This has taken way longer than I thought it would, mostly because it's so hard to get the stock downpipe out of this car. So let me show you what I ran into. So first thing, you take the hood off, obviously. Then you take this heat shield off, right? There's a couple of bolts that hold it on. No big deal, right? It comes off pretty fine. 1, 2, 3, holes for it. Throw that out to the side, right? Then you can get to the V flange here, right? That has a bolt that goes through it to hold the top of the downpipe on. Disconnect your O2 sensor that was right here, right? And then crawl to the bottom of the car. So you'll see my mess here, right? And it's finally out. But this thing this is ridiculous. So what nobody tells you is that this bracket is against the engine, and it holds part of this original downpipe in the car, which is fine. You've got to get this out of there. There's no way to get that downpipe out of this car without removing this. And there's 2 screws that hold it in. Okay, also, sounds not that difficult, except the downpipe is in the way of getting to the 2 screws that hold it in. Okay, so you get that out of there. Fine. You take the 3 nuts off the flange here, right, to get it off of the mid pipe. Not that you can see that, but to get it off the mid pipe. So you can see the mid pipe in there. Boom, right there. So then you've got to manhandle this thing out through this hole, because otherwise I could only assume you have to take the radiator support off and the radiator, and I don't even know what else to get it out of there. But it won't come out of there because there's a heat shield on it. Like that. That heat shield is great, except it is in the way because it takes away just that little bit of extra room that you need to get this out of there. At least I think. Once I took it off and removed the intercooler pipe from the bottom of the turbo, so you can see this part of the turbo here, right, and the pipe is off of it. It's really hard to see in there, but that's the bottom of the turbo, and there's the top of the pipe, and I ran that's the clamp, the hose clamp that held it on there. Took that off to give me a little bit more room to weasel this thing out of this hole. And it was definitely not easy. So this is where I'm at. I've got this out. I've got the new one ready to go in, which this should be significantly easier because it's so much smaller than this nonsense. Right, got to throw my O2 sensor in the new one. No big deal there. You get new bolts with the new kit. They give you 3 new bolts. I used one of those just so I could figure out the size of these that were on this one before I took it all apart. You get new bolts and you get the downpipe, but no new gasket, so I assume we're going to reuse those, and we're about to put this thing back together. But it's been several hours of me scratching my head trying to figure out how to get this out of there, and twisting and turning it inside here several times until I finally took the heat shield off of it, removed the hose clamp on the pipe so I could get the pipe out of the way. Just that little bit I think is all it needed, and then just wiggled it till it all lined up just right and came right up out of there. So, oh yeah, that's the other thing I had to remove, the horn. It sits right here, and right there on that screw, and it sits in the way. So yeah, you should definitely remove the horn when trying to get this out of there too. All right, she's in there. That is much easier to install than it was to take out, and it looks beautiful. I mean, that just cleans everything up. Super slick. But yeah, she's on. Gotta throw this heat shield back on, I guess. I don't really know why, but just because, it comes on it from the factory. I'll throw it back on there, just to be safe. But after that, we're in business. So, well, easier to do with 2 hands probably. So we'll get that back on. Then we're gonna throw this back together and start her up. Hear the difference in a downpipe with a cat installed and one without. All right, be right back. Okay, now we're all done, all buttoned up, everything's tight. Time to start this thing with a catless downpipe. So this is a 2018 Vanderhall Venice catless downpipe startup. Whew. All right, it's definitely louder. That's definitely turns even more heads now, because now you hear it coming. So we're gonna throw the hood back on. I'm gonna take this to go get some food because I'm starving, because I haven't even had lunch or anything today. And yeah, I mean, successful install of the BNR downpipe for sure. Let's go throw the hood on, throw the little windsock on this guy, and get some driving clips. And yeah, see you in just a second. Okay, so now we have the little windsock on the camera, so it's not just pure wind noise, which you gotta have when you're in the Vanderhall. Here's a little clip of just rolling around in the neighborhood. You're 2 for 2. I mean, the tune is amazing, the downpipe's awesome. I don't know what to say. If you're not running BNR stuff, you're missing out. It's so much louder. I don't know if it comes through on camera or not, but in the downshifts, when it pops, I can't imagine with a 3-inch exhaust how much better it's gonna sound. So onto the bridge where it's really nice. Which I got these couple of cars in front of me. So we're gonna wait for just a second and then get on it. Yeah. A little rumble when you let off. Ooh, I need that 3-inch exhaust. I wanna hear those pops. And maybe we'll work with BNR about getting that crackle tune. They have one where it gives you all those beautiful pops when you let off, you know. So I'll have to talk to my guy Jerry about that at BNR and see if he can hook it up. Oh, sounds so good. But yeah, this is awesome. So that's it for today. I'm gonna get some food and have some fun in this thing, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.